But I think some of the strength of me is that I'm sort of okay with most of what I get. I mean, it doesn't mean I don't always want more. God, because I do. But it means I have a nice way about me with sort of being okay with shit. And that can lead to a lot of evolution if you let it. Because I don't actually need to sit down and be at the table now. I'd rather just stand there, give what I can to it, and let the rest of me that doesn't work be ignored. Right? Like, that's the gift. The gift is that I'm actually powerless as a waitress. Dude, I don't make the food. I don't make the money. This isn't mine. You don't even know my name. But to me, that is the best place to start. We get to have dinner together. And that's what I'm looking for. Situations where I can present myself just enough and then wait for those who decide that they want more. And I won't hold it against you if you don't want me. Listen, I'm not always in the mood for me either. I'm the queen of wanting to be left alone. I never talk to my servers. But if you're a customer and you have someone waiting on you that understands that and can grant it, I think it can help make you let it go. And then maybe move beyond it. And then after a while, you're a solo diner and you'll ask to hear the specials because everyone else around you has. The dishes are coming out. They've piqued your interest. It's like you've been left alone enough to, again, allow yourself to get interested. And I'll say, so you want to try the special anchovy dish? Yes. Good. You should. With that Prosecco, yo, it's going to be delicious. And it is. And you will let it make your day. And you will find yourself in such a different place than you did when you walked in. And that is what we've shared. That is how we become interdependent. And you might want to catch me before you leave and mention it. But I'm really no good at receiving that, so you won't be able to find me, and I'll make you just leave it in your tip. And you'll think I'm gone. And then the customer doubt will come in that maybe you're just another patron and this wasn't as big as an experience as you wanted to think it was. Oh no, she's just doing her job. But then I'll appear at the door, just as you're walking out. And I'll smile and I'll say, hey, thank you so much for coming in. And you'll feel like it was real again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. I will. What's your name? That's the moment of change. What's your name? What is it you are called when you are called upon? What nomenclature makes your nature unique? Me? I'm D. Being in service has never been so easy. And I tell you what, it's serving me. But it doesn't always go like this, and if you know me, you know this. I'm a really sensitive person, so that makes me a really fucking sensitive waitress. I mean, it is ridiculous. It's borderline inappropriate sometimes how seriously I can take some of this shit. So if I, for example, taste you on a few wines, only because you begged me to, not because I offered because I have the time, and you don't like any of them, a rage grows inside me that is visible. My face will like fucking contort. Like I suddenly can't figure anything in life out. Nothing in the world makes sense. And then I put my entire life into this very small, very meaningless moment. Sir, if you like something light and dry, you should order this. But nobody really knows what they want. And I am always just so surprised by that. And so then when my customers disappoint me, I like do whatever it is that they want because at the end of the day, that's my job. But I do make it clear that I'm gutted and have lost all faith in humanity because of it. So I would say that this is probably my greatest weakness. You know, I'm not perfect. I can be a bitch. Sometimes I wear my emotions on my face or with what I say. and I can be difficult to work with, I guess. But that's just because I expect the best from myself, from my coworkers, from my guests, because I give it. So that when I don't get it, I get gutted, but that just comes from having so much experience of having done this. Like, I know what it is like when everyone works together and it's great, and I know how much more money we can make. But I live my life in a public space. And as people, as servers, we don't always have good days. I mean, we're working in huge environments with so many variables, so many people, so many menstrual cycles, and sometimes, or often, we're confronted with real things about ourselves. I mean, when I am at table 12, I notice that there is this like jealous part of me where every single time I'll get a new customer, I'll be like, fuck, I wish I was out to dinner. And like, I know right away that is a really bad place to be. And I can tell how the whole night's gonna go from the first guest I greet. Tonight, you should know we're actually out of a couple of things. The meatballs are 86th. The dishwasher called out sick. The guy working in section 4 right now is a fucking idiot. Apparently the credit card machines just went down, and I am actually running a little low on patience. I really wish I could say that. Instead, it's just table 8 is ignoring me, messing up all my steps of service, so I'm just gonna go over to the POS and taste wine and talk shit because are you fucking kidding me? It's not even 7:30 yet? And yeah, actually, to answer it once and for all, if you are sitting down in a restaurant ever, someone who works there is probably talking about you right now. They are. It's just the job's nature. It's not really fair. But some of the stuff we say isn't bad. It kind of depends on the night. Like, I can fall in love 6 times on a Friday if the host is turning her tables right. And she probably is. Because on Fridays, that's my shit. And I will be there. Earrings chosen, nails polished, with my hair up in a way that shows my curls but hides my face. And with a lipstick that's not that color stay shit, because with that, at the end of the night, I get like an outline on the end of my lips and nobody fucking tells me about it. And I think I'm like looking all hot and I got all these accessories, but really I've only got this apron to protect me. And it does. I am moving beyond so much of what I was. And it feels like my world is opening up. I mean, look how many of you guys showed up. And so I think the only advice that I really have to give, I mean, the only thing you really have to remember is that the night will end. It will. The shift will be over. Dessert will be ordered. Espresso will be drunk. Checks will be dropped and the lights will come up. The front door will lock and you will start to count your money. There will still be napkins to fold, like there will always still be napkins to fold. Tips to be distributed, glasses still to be polished, and somewhere in this side work, you will acknowledge your own work. And I can only say that because this is my life's work. And the funniest thing about life is that we don't let the right ones in, right? Like the best moments of my life or of a shift at night are rarely the ones I remember. It's always the fucking horrors. And I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to get better at not giving it all away, saving something to give myself back. And it's these interactions. I have them, they're mine. I get to look back on them and I so cherish them. But I do think that there is this thing in life where people don't really invite the good. They don't welcome it like they welcome the bad. So it's really hard as my filter as a server because most of my time on the floor is joyous, but I don't really get to share it because to my coworkers who are weeded and struggling, it just makes me sound really arrogant. But my customers are the best part of my life. I get to talk to people I could have gone my whole life without ever meeting. I get to see their faces when they're hungry. I get to meet their families. I get to see what they're like while they're waiting. That is some intimate shit. I get to stare if I want. I mean, I get to look directly at someone I almost never met. And I always just end up asking if they'd care for something to drink. But for a split second, I know I could ask them anything. So how was everything?